We won't quite know who the world's greatest team is by 5 o'clock this afternoon, but it might go a long way to showing us which one of these teams will be leading the way come the end of the season. Welcome to Matchday 7. Today we've come to see the league favourites, and both these sides have taken 12 from a possible 15 points, and after the publicity surrounding this fixture last season, there's sure to be a few tasty challenges on the pitch during this one. It's Billericay Town against Leatherhead in the Bostik Premier Division. And both sides make their way out for this fascinating Bostik Premier Division game. Much was made of that match-up last season when Jimmy Bullard was in charge of Leatherhead. It'll be interesting to see what happens on the pitch today, and Mick, thoroughly looking forward to this one.
Yeah, well, you've got a lot of quality players on show today, so hopefully, and the pitch is looking superb for some passing football. I think we might see two contrasting styles of play, but let's wait and see, Ben.
Yeah, Paul Konchesky will be important for the home side as he sits in that midfield role. And for Leatherhead, Sammy Moore, the player-manager, played at this level many times before and in the national leagues, and indeed with AFC Wimbledon as well, be really influential in their side this afternoon. A chance to get the ball down on the halfway line, and it's with Uracord who plays it to the near side, and in the ball goes from Billericay. This is an opportunity, is it just over the heads of Adam Cunnington. Billericay again can pick the ball up in a dangerous area as they look to build another attack, and it's with Deering. Deering, long ball into the box. Looked like it was being pulled there in the box. Referee says play on. It might come to opportunity for a shot, and it did. It was Jake Robinson, who's been prolific already this season. Half chance for Jake Robinson. Came to him on the half volley, and he just tried to lift it over the head of the Leatherhead keeper, and in the end over the bar. But there was a good shout for a penalty there, Mick.
Yeah, it was. It was. I think he had hold of his shoulder there.
And it will be Leatherhead will choose to bring the ball over the halfway line and look for the attack. It was a really poor ball in the end, and Billericay will win that back easily, and it's a long ball over the top, and the keeper's come out. He does get his head onto the ball, not quite the overhead kick that we saw at Hastings on Bank Holiday Monday, but a good clearance nonetheless.
Looks like Billericay want to get the ball forward very quickly and early, bearing in mind they got three up top, so I can understand that. Yeah, very predictable at the minute from Billericay's perspective.
McManus showing some skill, lays it off to Gallagher. Gallagher in towards McManus again. McManus all the way to that far side. First bit of real good play from either side, and it's Leatherhead that are bringing the ball forward, and Semakula can pick it up, and now it is with Sammy Moore, and Leatherhead keep the ball. Billericay not really in a rush to get it back off them, and it's a neat turn. It's going to be a free kick, and that's in a dangerous position. On this near side, into the 18-yard box it goes. Looks like could get head on the ball. They do get head on the ball. And in the end, Mick, that was a really good opportunity.
Yeah, well, they've got big centre-backs, and if they're going to give silly free kicks away, which that was a silly free kick from Billericay's perspective.
Billericay got a chance to get the ball down, could go 1-0 up now. Billericay, and they are going to go 1-0 up. And this time the keeper didn't come out to claim it. And it was Robinson who went round the keeper and placed the ball in the net. And you mentioned that the Leatherhead centre-backs had come up the pitch. It was a really fast break from Billericay. Those at the back didn't deal with it. And Zaki Olea will be disappointed then. He didn't come out and claim the ball. Robinson rounded him. And it's 1-0 to the home side.
That's a typical. They go up, nearly score, but the centre-backs were all out of position. Quick thinking from the goalkeeper, the Billericay goalkeeper. Long ball right down the middle. Good. Jake Robinson controlled the ball really well. Little dummy round him. Good goal.
Yeah, really disappointing goal to give away if you're a Leatherhead supporter.
Here we go. This is going to be an awkward one for Leatherhead here. They've got everyone up there. Billericay. It's all going to be about. Oh wow, the delivery. It's all on the delivery.
Paul Konchesky over the ball, halfway inside the Leatherhead half, and he's going to get the ball into the 18-yard box. In it goes. It's a dangerous delivery. It's headed by those in blue. Linesman's flag goes up and saved by the bell a little bit there. They look to get a little bit of possession, something they haven't had during this game. Up again to Cunnington. He locks it down, and in the end the keeper's going to have to come up with some acrobatics, and it was Sammy Moore who played the ball back to his keeper, and Oyele was at it there, Mick, wasn't he?
I thought, to be fair, Ben, that the game might settle a little bit and Billericay would get their foot on the ball and play a little bit more, but they seem content in getting that ball up there to the big centre forward and playing off him.
It's just in and around the 18-yard box, and Billericay look for a chance. They've got an opportunity now. They take a shot. It's a good save. And again, it's another high ball up towards Bricknell, and this time it's well dealt with by Naumeni. Powerful centre-back for Leatherhead. Sammy Moore picks the ball up and perhaps can set his team away with another passing move. Definitely Leatherhead looking to play the better football in these opening stages inside the just a few minutes over the first half an hour. And again, Leatherhead look to go all the way across the pitch. Intercepted. So Leatherhead have got possession again inside the Billericay half, and I won't want to go an awful long time not getting back into this game. So again, a nice flowing move from Leatherhead, who definitely look the best with the ball at their feet, and they've worked the ball well inside the Billericay half, all the way to the other side of the pitch, and inside they come. Look to jink it inside. This is a great move from Leatherhead. It goes into the box. Can they get on the end of it? It's cleared in the end, only as far as the 18-yard box. Cunnington looks to shield the ball. He's a really big lad and does manage to do just that. And Bricknell goes forward, and this will be a book-in, and it will be Sam Blackman. Challenge about 10 minutes ago was bad enough. That one was equally as bad, and I don't think Sam Blackman can have any complaints. And Sam Deering will have an opportunity to again look for the likes of Cunnington and Bricknell on the edge of the box. In it goes, and Cunnington is the target. Doesn't quite reach him though. Perhaps Leatherhead could counter-attack with McManus, and McManus picks the ball up. The referee says good challenge in the end, and it had to be a good challenge. McManus not happy with his teammates. It's a good run. And it had to be a good challenge there, Mick. In fact, McManus is not happy with the referee, and he's going to talk himself into the book. And a little bit of frustration creeping into the visitors' game, but Sammy Moore will certainly be able to get the ball into the box, and again they've sent their centre-backs up, but it will go short, and it will go short into the feet of McManus. McManus back to Moore. Moore looks to play the ball into the box. This is an opportunity. Really good chance there for Midson. Couldn't quite make the right contact with his head. It's again long from Billericay, and it will find Robinson. Robinson in the 18-yard box. Here's another opportunity. Whiskers wide. And again, direct play from Billericay into Robinson inside the 18-yard box. Took it on the half volley, and that can't have been far wide.
That's the difference, isn't it? You know, one ball and nearly scored. That's a whisker past the post there. It could have been 2-0.
Headed on by Cunnington, but Leatherhead win it back, and Konchesky will compete with McManus. McManus comes out the winner there, and again Konchesky comes in. That is a really dangerous, and that could mean that Konchesky's in trouble this afternoon.
That could be a red,
that could be a red card for the Billericay man. An awful challenge on McManus, and I'd be really surprised if the referee doesn't dig out a red card here. The Leatherhead players, all 11 of them reacted there around McManus, and it is a red card for Paul Konchesky, and the captain of Billericay Town is off. It was a woeful challenge, no need to do it inside his own half. It was one of those balls that you probably would have called a 50-50, but dangerous play from Konchesky, and stunned silence from a few around us, because even though a few complaints, I think when they see that back they'll realise that that was an unnecessary challenge from the skipper, and this game just got a whole lot more interesting as Paul Konchesky won't be coming back out for the second half. A couple of substitutions for Billericay as we start this half. Billy Bricknell has been replaced by Joe Yule, and Adam Cunnington has been replaced by Luo Fiapanafos, and two of the big players have gone off, Mick.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for mobility now. They're going to need willing runners. Maybe they're going to hit the ball into areas in behind Leatherhead and need willing runners to chase. At the minute, they've shaped up 4-4-1. That's how they're playing Billericay now, 4-4-1. looks like.
Exquisite
maybe
ball from Moore again that's set his team away, and it will fall back to Sammy Moore. Can he have a shot now? Sammy Moore does have a shot. Not the worst effort in the world, but Julian had that covered. Range of passing from Moore in the midfield for Leatherhead this afternoon has been quite exquisite.
He's had acres of space to do it as well, though, and a player of his quality is going to find those telling passes. But yeah, he's the one that's making Leatherhead tick. He's the manager. He's doing the business out there at the minute.
Moore going to the centre. Quick ball into Midson in the 18-yard box, and again it's a free kick, and the Billericay players here trying to get Midson sent off for a challenge that it didn't look like there was much in that, to be fair, and I'm sure every opportunity that they get, these Billericay players will be looking for the referee to brandish a card of some sort to Leatherhead, and it is a yellow card. Leatherhead have another opportunity to set themselves away, and Sammy Moore just pulls himself out of the centre to get the ball and dictate play again, and Tom Richards will lay it back to Moore. Moore looks for a more direct ball this time into the box and in towards Midson. Again, Leatherhead retain possession and look to push forward with that man advantage, and eventually the ball will find Gallagher. Gallagher, little touch from McManus, looks to play Gallagher back in, doesn't quite come off, but it's still in the 18-yard box. Opportunity now for Leatherhead. He's bouncing around, surely a goal. It's going to fall to Midson, who's on the turn, edge of the 6-yard box, and he couldn't quite, looked to be a little bit off balance, Midson there, and couldn't get the ball towards goal. Good opportunity for Leatherhead. Here's Moore again. Leatherhead enjoying much of the possession as they've done for most of the game. Moore, edge of the 18-yard box, what can he do? Looks to go wide again, and it's going to be Richards who gets the ball in, drives it in low, bounces off Uricourt and goes for a corner.
The goalkeeper hasn't physically made that save yet for me.
Richards into the 18-yard box, what will he do? Has a shot, drives it low, bouncing around. It's going to fall in the end to Midson. Midson looks to get it in. It's well blocked and well defended, you have to say. Sammy Moore picks it up. Again, he's going to put it into the 18-yard box. Moore goes long. Keeper just sees it drift wide. It's just overhit in the end by Moore. First time he's done that today. Long way to go, though. And it's going to be Blackman driving forward. It's got Gallagher in support. Gallagher picks up the ball. Back to Blackman. Blackman looks to get into the 18-yard box. McManus twists and turns. Can he get a shot off? He can't. McManus might go back to Gallagher. In the end, referee's going to say free kick, and it was clever play from McManus, just shielding the ball. Sammy Moore dinks it in, does go in towards the goal. Wasted in the end. Corner to Billericay. In it goes. Can they get the head on the ball? They do get the head on the ball, and in the end, it was a opportunity to extend the leads. And that opportunity fell to Sam Deering. Sorry, Robert Swain in the end on that far post, and wasn't far off Mick. Moore delivers the ball into the box. Is this their opportunity? Leatherhead bouncing around in that 6-yard box will fall to McManus, who shoots it low. It's well blocked. That was heading towards the goal, and it's going to be a throw to Leatherhead. Taken quickly towards McManus, who had the shot. Can he get it into the 18-yard box? He does. It's a really good shot come cross, and it had to be tipped away. Alan Julian, for the first time, had to make a save, and it was McManus. I wasn't sure whether that was a cross or a shot, but we're given the benefit of the doubt. And Julian comfortably tipped it over the bar, but he had to work, and it will be a corner to be taken by Moore for Leatherhead. In it goes. Do find the head. In the end, it's bouncing around everywhere. Could go anywhere. Might be an opportunity. Well blocked. That was a good chance for Billericay. Opportunity to perhaps have a strike. It's a decent effort. That's a good save.
That was a great strike by Sam Deering.
Yes.
And a good save, yeah. Great strike.
Sam Deering there. Plenty of room. No one closed him down. Went for the shot. Leatherhead need to get themselves back into this game, and they might do with McManus, who picks the ball up just on the edge of the 18-yard box, looks to twist and turn, goes back to his strike partner. What can he do now? Opportunity for Moore perhaps to shoot, lays it off. Moore might get the shot off. Brilliant save. First save really for the keeper in the game today, apart from the one he tipped over the bar, and Alan Julian was called into action there, and it was Sammy Moore just inside the 18-yard box who unleashed a shot. Good height for the keeper, has to be said, but he needed to deal with that. Billericay win the ball back, and Sam Deering has had a good game today. Wins it back, and now perhaps an opportunity for Billericay to extend their lead as they come forward with Theo Panthers, who looks to run into the box. He does run into the box and plays it across, and it has to be well defended. And we mentioned when those substitutions were made, Mick, they've certainly got a bit more pace up front now. Leatherhead have been much the better team through this game. They've got a man advantage now, but cannot find a way through, and they've not really had too many opportunities. They might have another one though now, and that's going to be a foul, and it's going to be a booking. It's going to be a yellow card. And Theophanis has driven through the middle there. He's been taken down. And Nanameni can't have any complaints, and this may be an opportunity. A couple of players over the ball for Billericay. What can they do at 23 yards out? Strikes in the end. It's a brilliant save. It was a great free kick. It was taken in the end by Waldron. And it had to be a good save. Right height for the keeper, though, it has to be said. That's a woeful ball out, though, and given Billericay another opportunity to come into the box. It's Deering back to the substitute. Deering will get the ball. Can Deering find the finish? It's well blocked. Really sloppy play from Leatherhead, but they will get the ball out to Moore, and Moore can bring it forward. And a bit of momentum taken out of the attack, but still Leatherhead come forward, and it'll be Midson on the turn. Midson switches the play to McManus. McManus drives towards this 18-yard box. What can he do, McManus, on his right foot? Maybe a chance here for Leatherhead to have a shot off goal. They're going to get it to Moore eventually. Keeper saves. Good shot from Moore. Keeper's had a little bit more to do in the last 10 minutes for Leatherhead. Referee gives the free kick, and there will be another booking, will it be? It will be another booking. This time it's going to be for Semakula. Picks up the booking for Leatherhead. Over to this side, Mitford will pick it up, the substitute. Power and pace from Mitford. Can he drive his team forward? Looks to sloppy ball, and Billericay will come away with the ball, and Theophanis is going to drive towards the 18-yard box. Perhaps an opportunity for a shot at goal. Will he take it? Does take it. Good save from the keeper, and Leatherhead will be able to bring the ball away again. Only leaving one up now, Billericay, and can Leatherhead get the goal that they probably deserve in front of their fans there? In it goes to the box. Again, it's headed away from Billericay. Referee gives the free kick, and always going to be a free kick on the keeper, who goes down. And I must say, I think Alan Julian's a little bit theatrical, but he does win that free kick. Long, high up to Leatherhead into the Billericay half, and you think they haven't got long left. Referee takes another look at his watch. This might be an opportunity, though, as Sammy Moore picks up the ball and has a little bit of space. Can he get it anywhere near that 18-yard box? Looks to go wide. This is the last opportunity, perhaps, to get the ball into the box. Can they get it in there? They do. It's a poor cross in the end, and the referee blows the final whistle, and that's it for Leatherhead. They played extremely well this afternoon. The visitors had much of the possession, but eventually it was Billericay that come out with the 3 points. A goal for Jake Robinson in the first half, a sending off for Paul Konchesky, but Billericay hold on, and it's a big win for them today. Final score here, Billericay Town 1, Leatherhead 0. Harry, great result for you today, but they certainly run you close, didn't they?
Yeah, they ran us close. I mean, credit to them, even at 11v11, they ran us close, you know. I didn't feel, even though they had possession at 11v11, I didn't feel they would score. We felt quite comfortable. As soon as it went to 10, it was a different game, and, you know, we knew we just had to dig in second half, and over 45 minutes with 10 minutes is a long time in football against a good side.
What did you make of the sending off?
We were literally right by. I can see the ref's opinion. We know that, you know, I think actually if you look really closely to it, he's the lad's won the ball in front of him, and then he's slightly, because he's missed the ball, he's gone into him, and I can get why they've given it. At the same time, he hasn't gone to ground, and, you know, I've seen them been given yellows, so it's just more consistency we ask than anything, to be honest. We
talked before the game, we spoke to you this morning on the radio show about the challenges that you might face throughout the season, and certainly going down to 10 men against a side as good as Leatherhead, and you rose to that challenge. It must stand you in good stead for the rest of the season.
It's the best winner we've had all season. Forget the 6-0s and 5-1s, and, you know, we learned so much with the players for their character from that, and we learned so much about how resilient they are and what they can do under pressure, because we played against a good side at 10 men, not an average side at 10. We played against a good side, and we had to really dig in and show our character, and it was good for us on the side as well, because we had to adapt to things and change, and, you know, sometimes you help yourself. So it was good. And we will literally carry that. Will take us a long way this season, and we'll have that to draw into. If we get in that situation again, we'll have that to draw back to.
And most pleasing maybe today the fact that you did limit them, no matter how much possession they had, to a few chances, really, a few good chances.
Yeah, we limited them to a few good chances. We defended well. Our keeper made a few great saves. We just tried to keep them in front and not let them get in behind us. That's all we tried to do. And we limited them to a pleasing amount with 10 men. And as I said, even when they were on top with 11 at times, I didn't feel they were going to score. I thought they had half chances and stuff. And, you know, when you got good players like Jake Robinson, and earlier you touched on it on the interview, and that you're going to score goals at times. And we're lucky we were so clinical today.
Sam, it must be a really disappointing result for you, because for much of that game you were much the better side.
Yeah, no, listen, up till they scored, I thought the boys played some tremendous football first half. You know, I thought we'd come here with a game plan, and we executed it absolutely perfectly. We broke the lines, you know, there weren't much in it up till they scored. It was a great ball, and it was a good finish, to be fair. But you know, then they got one sent off, and then we've had a right go. The keeper's made a couple of great saves from them, and I think I said to the boys, we could be proud. I said we've come here and give it a right go. So I'm disappointed in a way, but pleased with the performance.
And perhaps just that final finish, that final ball was lacking for a lot of the first half. It almost got there in the second half, but being a bit more clinical, and you would have come away with all 3 points today. Yeah,
no, definitely. That's what I said. I said to the boys, we got in some fantastic opportunities, and it was just that final ball that let us down. And that was the story for much of the second half. We've created some, numerous of chances. The ball's gone across the box. I've had a couple of shots to keep us saved. And that was it. It was, I'm disappointed really, and I thought the boys were fantastic. We've come here and give it a right go. We haven't sat back and not had a go. We've come here with a game plan, and the game plan worked. And but it was just one of them days. We've had two of them now. We've gone down to 10 men, but the final ball wasn't right there.
And much has been made before the game of Billericay being favourites to get promotion, and you've showed today that you can match them every step of the way. It must be great for you for the rest of the season. Yeah,
and listen, it's a great marker, because obviously they're the best side in the league. Spent a lot of money. We've come here, little old Leatherhead, and we've had a right go. But we've got some experienced boys out there who know how to win games of football. So listen, we'll take this one on the chin. We'll move forward, but I'm confident that we're going to have a good season. We're a good side. No side is going to probably want to play us this year, because we have got some quality as well as on with the ball and without the ball. So now we can take great positives from today.
The battle of the two teams at the top of the division saw Billericay come out on top today, but Mick, it was a close game and it didn't disappoint.
Didn't disappoint at all. Fantastic game to watch, pleasing to the eye, particularly Leatherhead style. They passed the ball, kept the ball, didn't work the goalkeeper as hard as what I'd expect them to. And then Billericay, a different game plan, got the ball forward very quickly, had the big forward. The goal was a little bit unfortunate from Leatherhead's perspective, because it was a counter-attack when their centre-backs were out of position. Well taken by Jake Robinson. But overall, fantastic play. Leatherhead probably deserved more out of it. Should have got a draw at minimum, but they can take a lot of positives away from this game. And good on Leatherhead, as I'm a Leatherhead supporter, but I am totally unbiased today.
Yeah, we'd like to hear that. And the incident that to look back on will be the sending off, and it probably did have an effect on the game. It meant that Billericay had to sit back a bit and try and protect their lead. What did you make of the sending off?
Well, making on the sending off, it looked like a sending off, but I'm sure, not knowing Paul Kajeski, but he don't strike me as that type of player. I don't think he's been that type of player in his career. I don't think it was done in a meaning way. I just think it was just an accident, but it looked bad, and I could see why the referee did do what he done by brandishing the red card. I could see it.
And for both teams, something to look forward to for the rest of the season. For Leatherhead, having played so well today against a team of Billericay's magnitude, they'll be pleased and look to kick on for the rest of the season. Yeah,
I'm sure Sam, who's just walked past us there, is going to actually go home a lot of positive. He's lost the game of football, but he can take a lot from this, and his players done him proud. He obviously won our Man of the Match award, so he was actually fantastic. So, I think both camps go home happy-ish, let's say.
And for Billericay, all the pressure's on them. They're expected to win the league, but to dig deep like they did today, I'm sure, as we were told by Harry Wheeler, the team spirit will be there for everyone to see for the rest of the season.
Well, that's a new experience for them so early in the season, how to dig deep for it with 10 men, and they did. They defended stoutly. Having said that, I'll go back that Leatherhead didn't work their keeper enough for the possession they had. But at the end of the day, I think Harry and Glenn have sort of found out a lot about their players today.
It's Nathan Ferguson who's going to take. Again, preferred to Ashley Carew in the starting lineup. Curled in. Hales gets up, and Ricky Hales has his first Dulwich goal. Excellent start for the visitors. They've been good from set pieces so far this season going forward. And Hales plants his header past goalkeeper Harry Palmer. Dulwich inside a minute and a half have a lead. Ferguson's ball inch perfect. Hales timed his run well, got up above his marker, plants his header firmly past Palmer. A real bullet of a header from Hales. Dulwich lead.
In the Bostik Premier Division, 90th minute goals for Hendon, Folkestone Invicta and Wingate and Finchley sees all three teams earn 3 points. Worthing are yet to get off the mark, and their 10-man side suffered at a 5-0 beating after Daniel Akinwumi saw red. And to make matters worse, Gary Elphick has tonight resigned as manager of Worthing. For Margate, Franny Collin completed a hat-trick inside 15 minutes to secure all 3 points for the visitors. League newcomers Brightlingsea Regent took the lead twice against Enfield Town to level points with Kingstonian. In the Bostik North, AFC Hornchurch and Heybridge Swifts make it 5 wins in 5, and they're level on goal difference after their 2-1 and 1-0 wins over Potters Bar Town and Aveley. Haringey Borough moving to 3rd after their 2-1 win over Mildenhall Town. Green's leading goal was cancelled out by McDonald and Benjamin. Hat-tricks for Ramadan and Hallett as their sides both enjoy emphatic victories. Bury's 6-1 win over Tilbury and Cheshunt's 3-2 win over AFC Sudbury. It was also a high-scoring game at Maldon and Tiptree with a home side scoring 4 past Norwich United. In Division 1 South, Carshalton climbed to the top of the division after a 2-1 win over Faversham Town. Wharton Casuals dropped 2 places to 3rd after a 1-1 draw with Horsham. O'Toole's 84th minute equaliser ensuring a point for the Hornets. Herne Bay signed 4 different players on the score sheet after an emphatic victory over VCD Athletic, leapfrogging their opponents into 9th position. It was the Jack Show at the May Place ground as Jack Barham and Jack Hopkins put 3 past Hastings to push Phoenix Sports into 7th. Thamesmead versus Sittingbourne and Guernsey versus Corinthian Casuals are in action tomorrow. A fascinating game here at Billericay today sees them take another step to what they will hope will be a successful season. As for Leatherhead, plenty to look forward to for the rest of their campaign. Next up for us, it's a trip to Maldon and Tiptree on Tuesday night.